Okay, yes, I know why we're all here. We're all here because of that one form that is now canon. And I think it's been enough time for me to finally say, yeah, Super Saiyan 4 is canon. Like, I'm not unimpressed. Don't get that wrong. I am genuinely happy that form is here. I am just uncertain how to fully feel about it in the grand scheme of things. Considering that that form against Beerus would have been useful in their first meeting with Beerus. But that's besides the point. That's the same argument as why didn't Vegeta win Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus and all this and that, you know, all the shenanigans with that side of the community. But other than that, I think this episode was pretty cool in the sense that the beginning is obviously King Goma is annoyed with Goku going another tier of magic because they think that the Super Saiyan forms are a sense of magic, which, I mean, in one perspective it is. And I like that Ku is such a supportive brother to do. He sends him a giant ass cookie, and that seems to have upgraded him to Super Saiyan 3 too, as I've seen around the community. Although I'm just gonna call him Super Do because I mean he just powered up considering all the shit that him and Goku were able to push King Goma. However, he kind of ran out of stamina, which was a little funny because he can only handle so much, and then he kind of just kaputs. Everyone else, Goku and the Tamagami 1 try to fight together. However, King Goma is a bit more of a menace. Like I said, he's throwing off final boss vibes, and this is pretty badass. Though I forgot to mention this, his uniform is oddly looking like the Pride Trooper, so I'm a little bit intrigued by that. But anyway, the old Namekian comes in, and Super Saiyan 4 in this series is made through magic. On the one hand, that's pretty cool. It kind of explains why Goku and Vegeta can't just pull it out later on. On the other hand, I mean, it could have been cool if he shit it out by himself, similar to how Beast Gohan kind of just exists. But you know what? This is the best case scenario either way. And the animation for Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus powered up King Goma is pretty freaking badass. It is such a close match between the two. It is literally insane. And even then, like, King Goma is putting up quite the fight, and that forces Glorio and Piccolo to join in and do a beam struggle, which unfortunately the pair loses. And even when that happens, Goku is powering up the greatest Kamehameha, and when he fires the damn thing, it gives me Ultra Instinct Goku's Kamehameha versus Jiren vibes. And my godly, it is just pure perfection. Like, I kid you not. It is genuinely beautifully animated. And you'd think that this would finally put him over, but that fucking eye is such a nuisance. I can see why this asshole wanted it, because it boosts your power so much so that, yeah, you're busted as hell. And yeah, he overpowers Super Saiyan 4. And it's interesting because magic is what got him Super Saiyan 4. So it would make sense that magic would undo it. Not only that, but start undoing his Super Saiyan forms. But yeah, like, that eye is such a problem that like I said, I'm genuinely curious how they're gonna bypass that. Because it seems like, just as they get a new sense of power, the eye boosts the King Goma enough to overpower that. So it's just another boost to it. But yeah, Glorio gets contacted by the mad scientist, and she basically does bring a point that if they keep going in this direction, they're all going to lose. So they better use the Super Dragon Balls now and have her become the Supreme Demon King, so that way they can put an end to this. Obviously, Glorio is kind of hesitant about this because he's been with the group long enough, and I kind of understand now why the series kind of went a bit slow at the beginning, is to genuinely create that believable bond. And yeah, he unfortunately betrays the group, and he learned Namekian in order to pull this off. They summon Red Poronga, and yeah, he's pretty conflicted about giving, like, this mad scientist the Supreme Demon King. and all the magic power that comes with it. Like, he's conflicted because that's literally betraying Goku and the others. And yeah, the episode ends without telling us what he wished for. And I like that the dragon coming in is a distraction enough to where King Goma's like, what the hell is going on? This is a clear callback to Frieza when he was fighting Goku, and their fight just halts whenever Porunga comes in. But yeah, overall, 10 out of 10 episode. I understand that people, there are two problems that I can see with this series. One, obviously this is before Super, so the stakes aren't 100% there, and I can understand that, and I can sympathize with it. Like, it is a valid criticism. Why care when you know that the characters survived through this? I think that's the same thing though with Dragon Ball Super, considering the end of Z stuff, but considering all the shenanigans that Super does in order to make itself be hype, I think this one feels a little more realistic on the scaling side of things, but that's just me. Otherwise, I mean, the fight is still pretty badass. I think that's what we want, is a fun story, entertaining, and the fights to be fun and badass, in order to make it, like, ignore that problem that, yeah, they'll survive this to the end. It's more of now the question, how do they survive this? And then the second one being slow pacing at the beginning, and honestly, I can agree it was a bit slow, but I'm starting to understand that it wanted to be a little more adventurous before it got to like actual serious stuff, which is not bad. It's not bad. Overall, like I said, 10 out of 10 episode. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I think it's kind of weird he has the red hair. I thought they'd do the black hair, but you know what? Toriyama, even beyond the grave, you've given us something amazing.